This is Marc Rudov, branding advisor to CEOs and author of Brand is Destiny, the Ultimate Bottom Line, and Be Unique or Be Ignored, the CEO's Guide to Branding. Today's topic, Why Words Matter. Boy, do they ever. Branding is all about words, but those words must resonate with the audience. And the primary audience is your customers. But people blithely throw words around, not knowing or caring whether they mean anything, whether they land on their targets, whether they resonate, whether they move people to do anything, namely, buy your products and services. Let me give you 3 quick examples. I hear every day, especially on business news programs, somebody invariably will say, "The proof is in the pudding." This phrase means nothing, and it isn't even accurate. The correct phrase, dating back to the 17th century, is "the proof of the pudding is in the eating." That's right, if your customers aren't enjoying your product, you have no idea whether they like it or not, whether they want it or not, whether they're going to purchase more and recommend it to their colleagues and friends. So when people start hearing something and repeating it, not even thinking about, does this mean anything? It's a problem. Branding must be crystal clear. It cannot be nebulous. It cannot be murky. Another example. People say this all the time. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, what's the point of having a cake if you can't eat it? Do you want to just put cake on the shelf and let it go stale? Just look at it? Well, it turns out that's not the correct phrase. Also dating from the 17th century, the correct phrase is you can't eat your cake and have it too. That makes sense. You have to choose. If you eat your cake, it's gone. You've committed yourself to a path. You can't commit yourself to 2 paths. So the correct phrase is you can't eat your cake and have it too. That makes sense. That's the original phrase, but people turned it around somehow and made it into a meaningless phrase. Finally, whenever you watch the news and you see that 2 airplanes barely avoided colliding with each other, either in the air or on the tarmac, what do the newscasters always say? They call it a near miss. A near miss is a hit. It's totally wrong. It's totally incorrect. Actually, it's a near hit. And because they nearly hit each other but didn't, there was no collision. So it's key to understand in everything I've written and everything I've said previous to this video program is that words matter. My books, my articles, my appearances on radio and TV, I stress repeatedly that words matter. And the reason they matter is because they make the difference between success and failure, between profits and losses, between having a future and not having a future. So you must pay attention to the words, and you must make sure that your employees know how to do this, or else they're the wrong employees. If your brand is murky, you're a turkey, and it's your fault. But I can help you fix that. Contact me, Marc Rudov, at marcrudov.com.